welcome back to Krafty Kids Home Edition. So today what we're going to be making are paper dragons, which is going to be really, really fun. So come up, I'll show you what you need. So you need 3 different types of construction paper, 2 for the body, 1 for basically the ornamental stuff that's going to go around their eyes, toilet paper tube, whatever paint you want their head to be, googly eyes, straws, a paintbrush, scissors, and tissue paper cut up into strips. Oh, and over there, a hot glue gun. So now with hot glue, make sure that you always have a parent watching. If you're the one who's using it, or parents, you use the hot glue gun, and always be safe because it does get really, really hot. All right, so what we're gonna do first is we're going to paint our tube. Okay, so now that that's done, we're gonna let that dry. I used acrylic paint. I would suggest using acrylic because tempera, if you use tempera paint, that's water-based paint. And I'm just gonna, oh, it already dried. That's fun and exciting. Tempera paint will make the toilet paper roll too wet. So acrylic paint is better. It goes on quicker, covers a lot more. And so we're just gonna let that dry. Shouldn't take too long, clearly. And so what we're going to do next is we are going to cut out the strips that I talked about earlier. And so what they need to be cut at, what I have here is 5.25 centimeters. You can really do whatever you'd like. That's just what I did on the instructions. And I measured them out, so I'm going to cut them up. The paper here I have here is more or less standard construction paper, but you only need 3. Strips. So I'm gonna get those cut out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're actually going to start folding them, but first thing that I need to do is put some hot glue on them. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I put hot glue just on one end of these, and so what we're gonna do is you fold over and over like this. So it should look something like that. All right, so now we're gonna go back over to the other table and move on to the next step. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna set that aside so that the glue can really set and be good to go. Super excited about that. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut out the eye ornamentation. So here we go. so we have those cut out. You don't really need this at all. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the head ready. So what we're gonna need to do, so these are just for the googly eyes, something fun for the googly eyes to sit on. So what you want is to kind of put it on the side of the head, and we're gonna use, as always, we're gonna use hot glue to make sure that it stays. So it kind of looks like that. And then going to place our googly eyes on the side. Now this is where this next step, this is where I'd recommend that kids, I would have an adult do this part, because what we're going to be doing is gluing these to the inside of our dragon's mouth. And this is very thin paper, so I would not want anybody to get hurt. All right, and there's our dragon's head. So it should be pretty fun like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I want to put the straws onto the body. All I have here, unfortunately, at the library are bendy straws. So that's what we're gonna use, but I'd actually suggest either using solid straws or paper straws if you have them at home. I'm gonna quickly reinforce these with tape so that they don't bend around a whole lot. Okay, so now that they're reinforced, what we're going to do is we're going to take our body, pick whichever side you want the head to go on, but what we're going to do is we are going to coat this thing in some hot glue. And we're going to basically we're going to hold it there for a second to make sure that it stays. And then we'll do the other one. Make sure that you do put them going in the same direction. All right, so it looks like it's set, and see, look, it's like an accordion, little body. So that's fun. So last step, we take our dragon head, and actually I may have placed my ears a little too far down. I think I'm gonna have to trim his ears up. So what we'll do is we quickly put, oh no. Well, you should put a whole layer of hot glue for yours to make sure that they stay. And once again, you're just gonna wanna hang out until it dries. Hopefully mine will stay on, but definitely put on a whole thing or like a nice ring of hot glue around to make sure that the head stays on the bottom. All right, looks like he's set, even with just that little bit of hot glue. But look, there's your little paper dragon. Isn't that fun? But that's all I have for you today, and I will see you guys hopefully in about a month or so. So, bye!